We are GusGus, and this is Πήγε, and I'm Daniel, and yeah, we have been making music together for quite a long time, and we come from Iceland.
It all began in '95 when Daniel August and Siggi Kinski decided to make a band and make it electronic. So they called me, and we went together with a couple of other people and did the first album that was released in '97 worldwide as Polar Distortion. It was kind of trip-hoppy, you know, and we did another album called This Is Normal and the same kind of thing. But then the band collapsed, but some of it survived and continued, went into new era, doing girly, punky kind of housey thing, and then that collapsed, and Daniel came back, and we did a little bit more techno, and after that we realized that we can do whatever we please. So we've been doing that, but mainly we're exploring electronic music and making different kinds of genres of electronic music from different times back to '75 and mixing it together and try to create something new that we call pop.
We had this film project to begin with, and we were working on that, but there was always an ambition to make music with this group of people that had been recruited for the film. But I mean, what maybe solidified the band was a fax from 4AD Records in London, and they offered us a record deal, and then we decided to keep on as a
band,
as a musical entity.
Say that the sound of GusGus, some people have said it is kind of, you know, unique and something special, but basically the reason for that is that we are not hooked into any kind of genres. We're not following any definite kind of style. We're just mixing it all up and doing something. Trying to do something new, especially in the context of doing what we think is the perfect pop music. But of course, one of the entities in the music is to create emotional goosebumps, so to speak. It's all about arousement and big chord changes and aggressive sound soft. You know, doing dynamics.
A landscape.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're all about.
Visuals are still a big part of what GusGus is, but now it started with, we had our own filmmakers and cinematographers and script makers and directors, but nowadays we outsource it. Yeah.
But it's,
I mean, we love to work with new visual material and create visual stuff to get a different aspect of the music, try and create a multi-dimensional world with music and visuals.
And the lyrics as well, it's always really important to have a concept, to have something that we are, what is our artist artistic creation reflecting.
The creative process within the band is different from one song to the other, but most of the time Big is making those chord structures and beat structures, and I come up with some, you know, lyrical content, and then we discuss it and
then we move further with it if we both like what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, Big is like a factory, you know. He produces a lot of demos with different kind of chord structures and feels and vibes, and I just get to pick and choose. I'm very lucky to have this source and this collaborational energy with Biggie, because we work really well together. Iceland has been good to us,
Yeah,
right?
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of freedom for expression in Iceland, and a lot of opportunities to make things happen. Geographically, we are isolated, an island in the North Atlantic. The weather is extreme full, and we try and create an environment where it's basically bearable to live there. You know, it's very harsh. So culture and creating music, writing books and composing and all kinds of art pieces is what we do for survival. Climate change.
Yeah,
what can we do about it?
It has been outlaid. But the thing is that the political power is too much focused on the concerns of the people who have money, instead of being concerned about the future and our children. And it has been laid out by economics the right way to do it. You just have to put on carbon dioxide taxes to change the way we consume, to make things that are more carbon dioxide polluting more expensive, and something that is more carbon dioxide friendly less expensive. You know, we have to eat less meat. We have to rely on energy sources that are renewable and stuff like that. And the only way to do that is to change how people consume. And people don't change their consumption except if it hits their wallet. So we have to put on carbon taxes now. One thing about the music industry today is that, you know, I really don't know what's going to happen. It's really sad to see the smaller independent labels kind of losing their impact and losing their momentum, because, you know, they are losing their sales on physical products and people are just listening to it on Spotify. But instead, you know, people have the access to Spotify and can find just all the music they like. So it has changed a lot, and I think that the industry is still a little bit finding their way around how to cope with this new reality.
Where will we be in 10 years, Biggie?
At the top of the charts.
On the top of the mountain that we're trying to climb always, all our lives.
Yeah, I think that the one thing about what we're doing, exploring electronic music and making it into context with pop music, and both with new streams or influences and old stream of what has been doing, is that I really feel there are a lot of different areas of combination of different genres and feel that we can explore. You know, on this album now we are kind of finishing what we started on the last one. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of work to do. You know.